and everyone else, because my ID says Vincent, I go by Taylor. Why is there a V in front of your name? So that's the story.
What is your business name?
I'm with Guild Mortgage, so we're a local lender. We do residential lending on homes, manufactured homes, condos, townhouses, houses up to fourplexes. I'm licensed in Oregon, California, and Nevada, and then Guild is a national company, so we can service all 50 states.
All right, previous kinds of jobs.
Oh wow, I've been all over Reno since 2004. I moved here from Oregon to go to UNR. I got my degree at the College of Business in resort management. I was working at Harrah's at the time. So I floated all over Harrah's. I actually had them pay for my tuition. I graduated debt free. It was part of the tuition reimbursement program Harrah's offered back in 2004. And I was in the showroom. I was up in the convention center. I was in the pits. I was everywhere learning all about resort management. And I ended up working mostly in the showroom. So I was an audio engineer, a lighting director, a stagehand, all of that for the fun shows we used to have downtown Reno.
Awesome. Tell me about your family and any animals you have.
So family of five. We have a 18-year-old Aiden who's going to graduate from McQueen pretty soon, any day now. We've got a 16-year-old Anaya who plays volleyball for McQueen, straight A student. Very proud of her. And our 10-year-old baby Enzo is a fourth grader up at Roland Melton Elementary. And his best friend is our dog Chief, Rottweiler mix, and they are buddies. They do everything together outside.
Sweet. Now, what is your favorite superhero?
Oh gosh, superhero. Um, does Michael Jordan count?
No.
Oh, okay. Superman. I would have to say Superman.
Sweet. What keeps you up at night?
Usually, I'm up at night thinking about my customers and clients. In this world of loans, it's a 30-day process, so I'm up all night, all morning, making sure we haven't missed anything, making sure our loans are closing on time. So that tends to keep me up at night.
Sweet. Now, if you could have a drink with the biggest geek out there, who would it be?
Drink with a geek. And you're off the table, right?
Yes.
Okay. Who would it be? The biggest geek. God, Kenny, you're stumping me. I would have to say, man, I don't know. I don't know any. I don't know. I don't know any big time geeks.
All right. Are you an Apple or Android?
I'm an Apple.
Horrible person. Are you a Mac or Windows person?
Oh, I do both. I liked Mac back in the day, but everything I've ever worked with is Windows.
Good. It's redeeming of you. Your favorite video game?
Favorite video game? It's got to be Mario Kart. Old school Mario Kart.
Nice.
Can't go wrong.
Coffee or energy drinks?
Coffee, 2 or 3 cups a day.
That's it.
That's it. Try to not drink after noon.
Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
All right.
Winning points of a little point.
Well, it depends. If you're talking movies, I like the Marvel movies, but if you go with comic books themselves, DC's the way to go.
Now, speaking, have you heard of comics and coffee?
No.
Okay, so this is a cool place. It's on Moana. They are a coffee shop. So if you're coffee over energy drink, you can get your coffee here. They also have a plethora of comic books and games and video games and board games that you can play and rent and go there at night. They serve alcohol at night. But coffee and comics on Moana, really cool, small local business serving local coffee and local comedians.
That's awesome. Well, we definitely need to at least go there and check it out. All right. Now, we'll get back to you. I brought you on so that we could talk about your transition from office to home and back and all
Mhm.
your wonderful issues that you came up with. Getting to the news real quick, Google Maps is starting to direct drivers in a more calculated, eco friendly way. They're going to be testing it out in the U.S. first. I don't know. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They're looking at the footprint of the environment for all those green people. There you go.
Okay.
I would still like to go off roading, and I don't think it's going to have it. Um, One thing that really scares me, but is also really cool to me, is they have used microbots in mice to help with tumors. So it, it's in lab or it's enclosing all the microbots inside E. coli, so that the body attacks it and then releases it, and it's attacking the tumors in the brain of the mouse. So
Interesting.
that's really cool. I was like kind of scary because see what technology is going into today.
Yeah.
Uh, Microsoft Mesh will be change how we do collaboration. They have these new Halon 2 glasses. Basically, the thing that you see Iron Man doing with the whoop whoop whoop
Yeah.
with his arms during the show, moving, typing, having a person in front of them, all digitalized. They're doing that now.
Wow.
And you can actually have virtual meetings. You can play video games. You can create your own avatar and have it walk around your house. And if you have people who are in different countries, you can take them on tours around the country with these glasses on.
That's
with
super
these
cool.
things. Right?
Yeah.
Like, the next thing they need to do is create the Google Eyes, is what I always tell people I want, because I'm tired of not being connected. And with my bad eyesight, I'd love to be able to just be like, look at you and be like, social media.
Uh-huh. See my page?
Yep. Oh yeah, what was his name?
Mm-hmm.
That would be Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Now, today is World Backup Day. I had no clue that they even had a thing called World Backup Day, so make sure you guys are backing up all your devices,
Okay.
your phones, your computers. You got USBs out there, you got hard drives. However you do your backups, back up. I got this information from my great account manager at Datto. She's the best out there. Her name is Megan Arena. So just a little shout out to Megan for the nice little World Backup Day. I know you're listening because you promised me you would be. So there
Those
you go.
USBs and hard drives, those aren't going anywhere anytime soon, are they? Because I have one from 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and that's all we have.
I don't see it going away anytime
Okay.
soon. Considering they've gotten rid of CD-ROMs
Uh-huh.
on most computers, it's like an add-on. Having a USB is going to be there. Now they might switch it because a lot of the computers are going more of the USB-Cs,
Uh-huh.
which are the kind of the flat, rounded edge ones versus
Okay.
the rectangle ones. But those are amazing. And you can buy both the USB-Cs now with adapters.
With adapters, that's what I was going to say.
So, and they work great. So I don't see them.
So I don't need to get
Okay.
worried anytime soon for our backup.
No, I tell people. I actually had this conversation. I think was it you or someone else about doing double backups.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not going to be using a great product, like one of the products I tell people about was Backupify. I use a product through Datto called File Protect, and they are backed up in multiple locations, or just one. If you're not doing that kind of situation, at least have 2 copies
Mm-hmm.
of the file somewhere, because inevitably something's going to happen. But it looks like that we're about to go on break. So we're going on a quick break. We'll be right back with Geek Speak, sponsored by Datto. Stay with us. And this is Kenny McCormick. We'll see you in a little bit.
Social Security is with you through life's journey from birth to retirement. As your life changes year to year, so do your needs. For over 80 years, Social Security has helped to meet your needs and is committed to improving access to the services that make a difference in your life. Today, you can verify your earnings, estimate your future benefits, apply for retirement, manage your benefits, and even change your address, all from the comfort of your home. Social Security's online services help put you in control with secure access to your information anytime, anywhere, allowing you to spend more time with family, friends, or simply just enjoying the day. Social Security, securing today and tomorrow. See what you can do online at socialsecurity.gov.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
So here's the choice. Some people say the USA is finished. It's evil, a has-been, full of hate and injustice. The U.S. Constitution should be trashed and the Bill of Rights abolished. No free speech, no gun ownership. Competition and free markets are bad. We're all too stupid. For our own good, the government must own everything and know all your secrets.
Other people say that America has created the freest, richest, happiest, most generous society that has ever existed in the world. That's why millions of people are desperate to come here and escape their brutal lives in Cuba, Venezuela, North Korea, and 100 other countries.
In America, we have the right to succeed, the right to our own living, the right to have a family, the right to believe in God, the right to have our own ideas, the right to be safe and secure, and the right to be left alone.
Where do you stand? Help us save the Constitution and restore the American dream. Go to SaveMyFreedom.com.
Brought to you by the American Media Council.
All right, crew, let's get her dug.
Honey, you want to give me a hand? I'm planting that tree, remember?
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 business days before any digging project, so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. This includes natural gas and petroleum pipelines, electric, communication cables, and water and sewer lines. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811. Brought to you by Common Ground Alliance.
This is America Matters Media on AM 1180 KCKQ, a Lotus broadcast station. The power of radio since 1967.
Welcome back to Geek Speak, sponsored by Datto, the leading provider of disaster recovery, business continuity, and data protection. This is Kenny McCormick, and thank you for listening. So once again, I want to introduce my guest, Taylor Russo with Guild Mortgage. The reason that I brought you on today, or asked you to be my wonderful guest, is because I saw the change from you moving from your office to your home, and now you're on your way back to the office because I don't know about you, with those age kids, I'd rip my hair out too.
Yep.
But
That's
usually
part
I
of
don't
it.
have hair. So, tell me about the adjustment. Like, how did you adjust to moving?
So it was really interesting. It was twofold for me. I started a brand new career March 1st. And so first 2 weeks, are pretty light, learning all the corporate training and software that we use internally. And March 15th, we all got sent home to our bedroom, every single person in the office. There's about 75 to 100 of us in town, counting loan officers, processors, underwriters, servicing, upper management, etc. So that was interesting times, new career, new pandemic, new working from home, which I've never done in my life. I've never had to work from home, never wanted to. So that was a big adjustment, along with the 3 kids at home. They all got sent home, no more school. Now you got to learn on your computer at the dining room table, all of us online on the same Wi-Fi at the same time, trying to all Zoom, no separate offices for each of us. So it was very challenging. We huddled around the table. We tried to keep quiet as much as we could when other people were on Zooms. I balanced that with trying to find clients and also trying to learn this new career. So it was a lot of long hours, staying up really late at night, waking up really early to beat the kids, to beat them from waking up, not to beat them, but
Either way, we know we tried it in both ways.
Yeah, so it was challenging.
I remember. And then I know that you're using a cable product for your internet provider. So the bandwidth that you had, or the amount of traffic that you were able to push from to the internet, sufficed really well.
Well, that was one of our first hurdles. Is we didn't know a whole lot about internet, and we never knew that we would have all of us working at the same time trying to use the same internet. My wife has always worked from home, but she's usually home alone. The kids go to school, I go to work, and she's all by herself. And so our setup was fine for that. But as you know, first people we called was Celtic Fish and said, "Hey, can you guys come give a analysis of our situation? And is it a different service provider we need, or an instrument, or help us out?" And you guys came out right away, gave us some incredible advice and products to choose from. You let us choose on our own, which was pretty cool. We thought we weren't being force-fed anything. And that fixed our situation. We had all the internet and bandwidth we needed for all 5 of us. So
Definitely. What I remember of the situation was your house, how it's set up. It's a 2-story, where your router and modem that Charter provided
downstairs
was downstairs on the opposite side of where you were working.
Master.
So what we ended up having to do, because the signal, even though you had a really good router, wasn't good enough to get to that location, we had to kind of figure out a solution that was cost effective.
Correct.
And would still get the job done.
Right.
And deal with the whole family. Especially with the kids on the PlayStation or Xbox. I think they were Xbox.
Xbox now, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. But what we ended up using was a Linksys. Oh, I wrote it down because I wanted to make sure I got the right thing. A Linksys Zello home mesh.
Yes.
So it's 3 little towers that connect to the modem, or connected to the router, because you had another router for something else. I can't remember what that was
Camera,
for.
video, surveillance, security cameras.
Yes. So we had it connecting to that. Then we moved one to the stairwell, so that it was able to repeat to upstairs to your office easily, and you still had a quick stream down. How is that device working for you?
So that's changed our whole house. I mean, it's been everything we needed originally. We have 3 kids, like I said. They have school all day, plus they all like to game. So we have devices going constantly. 5 phones, 5 computers, 5 TVs, you name it. We're that typical American family that is deviced out and very reliant on Wi-Fi and internet. So we are in a much better position, and we actually understand the situation, which is more important, because before we were just told things by certain big companies and we just went with it, and you didn't ask a lot of questions and you didn't get a lot of feedback. But what we appreciated from your company was just the dedication to us understanding everything. So you guys were very thorough in explaining, telling us all of our options, telling us the low-cost options, the high-cost options, what the difference is. And so that was super respectable, and that's why we love Celtic Fish.
No, thank you. We don't know. We appreciate it. We normally don't do.
And as I understand, that wasn't a typical call for you. That
No.
You're not in the residential market, really.
I am
at all.
not in the residential
So that
market.
was just a favor.
Yeah, it was a good friend taken care of, you and the buddy hookup. But it was something that was what's needed here, because especially with today's society of COVID, what are the options out there? Like, there is plenty of them out there. Now,
But what's the difference? That's what we all want to know.
yeah, and like, one of the things that I tell people, because I see it all the time in businesses, is everyone's using Netgear Nighthawks, and they're great gaming routers. I would never say anything bad about them, but the only issues that they come across is having VoIP. Business VoIP, I found that you cut out a lot, you have a lot of interference. 1 minute you'll be fine, next minute it'll drop you because of how it looks at the packages that are going in and out, and it doesn't work great. So that's why when I recommended the Linksys to you, I said, hey, you're working from home. I was assuming you brought a VoIP system with you, either via your computer or an actual device. So that's why we went with that route. My other options usually are TP-Link for that. They have a relatively cheap business routers out there. They're a little more difficult side to configure, so that's why I figured Linksys. You have an app on your phone that you can just...
That's, very clean and easy and efficient.
Yeah, and you can lock your kids out easy, too.
Yes.
I don't know if you've played with that feature yet.
Yes, it's good to know what everyone else is doing online. So
right?
Yeah.
Now, your company has an IT department.
Correct.
How much support did they give you at the home side?
Well, internally, we have tremendous support for any questions regarding loans, any questions regarding our software and our databases, and we're on Microsoft Teams and we're on the OneDrive, and so there's very accessible and lots of support for the company and for the product. As far as transitioning to home, that, we were all in the same boat where we all got this random thing we've never heard of, a pandemic, and we all need to go home now and work and chill for 15 days. So I think that caught everyone off guard, and there wasn't a whole lot of support or suggestion. It was more like pick up your laptop, plug it in from home, and email us if you have any concerns or questions. So I don't think they knew what to expect, and I'm not sure we knew what to expect, and so I wouldn't fault them in any way. I think they did fine, and have a lot of support on the company side and the product side, but it was new for everyone. So, we were all in the same boat trying to...
I know a few of my customers, they went from home to, or office to home, and the issues that they came across was like they had this huge security aspect in the background. And now they're at home and their daughters and their friends are watching YouTube and downloading games while they're working with personal information that needs to be secured. So I didn't know if you guys ran into that issue and needed help from your IT department, and did they come up with a solution for that?
Yeah, they did have back-end solutions for some of that, and mostly, our software is already set up at kind of like the FDIC standards, banking standards. So we have encrypted emails when people send documents. We have login portals to send communication-sensitive documents and numbers through. So that was all set up ahead of time, and when you take your laptop home, it was a pretty smooth transition. But I can see how that would be very a big concern for a lot of industries with private information.
Definitely. Well, I'm glad to hear that they had some back-end portals and stuff. I know that a lot of people didn't have that pre-set up, and I figured the mortgage, especially Guild, with all their support, and I believe they're national, aren't they?
Yep, we went public actually a couple months ago.
So I figured...
And we were essential the whole time too, so that helped because we went through one of the biggest housing booms. Meanwhile, the pandemic and people aren't working, but housing is flying off the radar, and people are realizing they can move from an expensive state like California to a smaller state with less fees and work from home.
Definitely. Well, thank you, Taylor, for coming in. And thank you all for listening to Geek Speak, sponsored by Datto. I'm Kenny McCormick, CEO of Celtic Fish. Listen in next week, locally at 10:60 a.m. KFOY. Thanks again.
This is America Matters Media Radio, heard worldwide on the web at americamatters.us and on KCKQ 1180 AM, Reno.
USA Radio News with Tim Berg. President Biden is unveiling his $2.3 trillion infrastructure plan in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.